communities. And so I do want to take that moment here to really thank every one of you that participated, every one of you that took the time to learn about IBM Z and Linux One as part of this journey and submitting. It takes a lot of effort. So kudos to all the 320 submissions. It was a tough call to make, but we will get there. But before that, I would like to introduce our amazing VP of IBM Z and Power from IBM India, the India Systems and Development Lab, to host a career panel discussion with some of our, and I'm not going to give away anything about our panelists because I would love for each of them to really introduce themselves. They have amazing journeys and stories to share. So with that, Subhadra, I will turn it over to you for a very engaging conversation on what it takes, what it is all about being on the Mainframe platform.
Hey, thank you, Sudarshana. And let me start with my greetings to everybody who has joined here. See, this is an event that I look forward to every year. Over the last few years, I've become a big fan of this event. While, like Sudarshana said, I am part of a development lab. I work on, developing this amazing platform called Z. What makes it more exciting for me is when I hear success stories from our customers on how this platform is adding value to them. And it gets even better when I see the next generation of students adopting this platform and doing new things, innovating, and coming up with new ideas and projects, right? And that's precisely, I think, this platform is. So I am very, very eager to hear the results. But before that, I really have, exciting panelists who can come and share their perspectives. And even from a panel point of view, this year is unique and probably the best because we usually bring very, senior professionals. You will start hearing, 2 decades, 3 decades of experience, etc. But today you're going to be surprised when you hear the panelists. And more importantly, they are very insightful, experiences and perspectives on this platform, right? So I don't want to steal the surprise. I will let the panelists do a quick, 30-second kind of an intro of who they are, what role are they doing, and which company do they work for, right? So we will start with that. And then, over the next 30-35 minutes, we are going to hear in detail their experiences, some of the interesting conversations they have had with their peers and the people that they interact with. Okay, with that, I'm going to turn it over to the panelists. So we will start with Nile. If you're on the call, can you unmute and get started? Yeah.
Hi everyone. My name is Niall Ashley. I work for a company called Vitali Limited in the United Kingdom. I work as a security consultant, so primarily using RACF and Unix System Services, or USS. So I've been in this line of work for just under 3 years. It'll actually be 3 years in 2 days. So my anniversary, as it were. I joined from an aeronautical engineering background, so I used to work at Airbus, so I had no exposure to the mainframe. I didn't, very new to it, and I've really found my feet in this industry. Really happy to be here, and as I'm sure you guys will come to find out and come to see from the other speakers. Thank you very much, by the way, Sudarshana. I just saw your message there. As I'm sure you guys will come to see from myself, the other panelists, Sudarshana, etc. It's a really friendly industry. Everyone is lovely, and it's a really hospitable place to be. So unlike my last career, I actually want to stay in this industry, and I'm really happy. And I hope you guys look forward to starting your own careers in this industry too. Thank you very much.
Pleasure to have you here, and congratulations from all of us. I think, and wish you many more anniversaries, successful anniversaries in this platform. So
60 more to go before I can retire.
All right, let's go to Tiso. Let's hear a few words from you. Tiso?
Hello, everyone. Yeah. I am Tiso Senusha. I work for IBM South Africa. So I joined IBM as a graduate technical intern, and now I've just got promoted to being a platform engineer, where I'm now a full-time employee of IBM. So what I did as a graduate technical intern was that I was working on IBM Z as a ZOS systems programmer and regular security administrator at a customer side. So now I've transitioned to a role that helps clients with their mainframe application modernization. So it's kind of like a switch from what I was doing to new technology.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Tiso. Thank you for being here. So we started from Bangalore, we went to UK and then South Africa. Let's come back to Bangalore so that we can, come back to India if I have to be precise. Kamakshi, if you could introduce yourself. Kamakshi, if you're speaking, you're on mute. Yeah. Yes, you're set. No, now you're still on mute. If you could unmute yourself. Bottom left.
Yeah, hey all. This is Kamakshi from India. I work for Capgemini. So I have a 2.5 years of experience in mainframe. So really glad to be part of this such an honoring and inspiring event. And first of all, congratulations to all the IBM Datathon 2024 champions. So that's all about me. So I'm a junior mainframer working in Capgemini.
Welcome to this panel, Kamakshi. Right. All right, now let's continue our world tour. Philip, over to you.
Thank you. Yeah, my name is Philip Gremling. I'm a software engineer at Dativ, which is an IT service provider based in Nuremberg in Germany. I'm working with the mainframe for 4 years now, and now doing many things regarding the modernization of the mainframe. So from Java on Z through DevOps, CI/CD pipelines, to modern development environment and tools, everything regarding this whole topic. And of course, I'm also really looking forward to this panel.
Awesome. Welcome to the panel. So I think we have seen a lot of young energy into the panel. Now let's switch to somebody kind of, a little bit more experienced, but I'm sure there's a lot more ahead for this person. JV, if you could introduce yourself.
Hi, can you hear me right?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone present on this call. Myself, Srinivasan. I am working with Wells Fargo as a senior software engineer. I have around a decade of experience in the mainframe platform. I'm very happy to be part of this panel to share my experience over the journey over the past 10 years.
Thank you. Thank you, JV.
Thanks for this opportunity, Sudarshana and Subhatra. Thanks a lot.
Yep. Okay. We look forward to hear from all of you. So what we are going to do now is, I'm kind of just going to go around the panel and we're going to hear a little bit more, right? So Nile, I'm going to start again with you since you had the longest break after you spoke, right? So I want to hear more about your journey to the mainframe, and more specifically, I want you to highlight some of the myths and misconceptions that you hear about this platform and your views on that.
Yeah, sure. So my journey, as I say, was a bit of a, I guess, bizarre one in that I wasn't working on the mainframe sort of from university or college onwards. It took me a while to kind of find my feet and find my place in this industry. So I think I joined when I was roughly 23 years old. But yeah, I basically I knew someone whose fiance worked at BMC Software. I applied for a job there in their kind of, I guess, their entry-level kind of apprenticeship scheme. So I was a mainframer in training. That's the expression they use. And yeah, I never looked back. I really enjoyed it, and I kind of I took every opportunity to learn that came available to me. fantastic, kind of industry to work in, as I've kind of touched on previously. There is an issue in that a lot of people have these, as we mentioned, these myths and misconceptions, these ideas that aren't quite reality. For example, that mainframes are bulky, heavy, that they take up massive kind of areas of space. Realistically, they don't. They're basically the size of a kind of big twin door refrigerator. Sometimes, they can even be smaller than that, depending on the size of your fridge. We've got all these ideas that mainframes are kind of potentially power intensive, and how are they going to be sustainable? How are they going to support our sustainability endeavors? Well, actually, even though green IT and the mainframe may at first glance seem kind of antithetical to one another, they're actually quite interlinked. So they're actually a lot more efficient than an equivalent server configuration, x86 server configuration. When you look at people who've upgraded from Z13 and a Z14 to a 15 or a 16, they're saving millions of kilowatt hours and millions of many thousands of metric tons of CO2 each year. So there's a lot of misconceptions, and I think that's kind of almost, it's a fun challenge for me, is to continuously disprove them and hope that one day I don't need to do that and people are just a bit more aware, a bit less ignorant. But I do think it's a fantastic industry, and even though people think you have to work on a commercial system, on a system for a kind of commercial or financial institution, so you might just think you have to work in retail. As someone who's a consultant, you can work in all sorts of different places. So you can work in governmental institutions, whether that's maybe the Ministry of Pensions in the UK, maybe that's the IRS in America. You could be working on the kind of military systems. You could be working on airport kind of air traffic control systems. So yeah, I think it's a fantastic industry to work in. There's a lot of myths, and I know that there are times where people think, oh, you have to work in, like I say, in retail or in something to that effect. That's just patently false. So I love to disprove those misconceptions.
Yep, it's so I'm so glad to hear this from you, right? Because if in my role, as part of the development of this platform, I know how we take each of these design tenets very seriously, right? Whether it is about giving world-class resiliency, whether it is about driving optimization across the stack. You mentioned sustainability, right? People will be surprised if I say that's a key design tenet for us. Irrespective of what hardware, software features we are developing, we always keep that in as a factor when we decide, what feature functionality and how it is coming up, right? So, very pleased to hear that from you, as a user of the platform. All right, I'm going to switch over to Tiso. So Tiso, I think you have been a Z student ambassador. You're part of open mainframe project. You're quite active from an open source community point of view. So from that angle, tell us your journey with mainframe and your perspectives of what you have seen about this.
Okay, so I've joined the mainframe in my first year of university. I was looking for opportunities to use to grow my network and prepare myself for the industry. And that's when one of our lecturers, who was an IBM Z champion then, shared a link for us to apply to become IBM Z Systems ambassadors. Fortunately, I got selected, and I started learning about the mainframes, doing the 10 Master the Mainframe challenges. And I kind of liked how you interact with the mainframe. It seemed to me like, okay, now I'm a professional. I'm doing exactly what people in this industry are doing. And then we got an opportunity to attend IBM Z Day later on. That's where I learned about the open source projects from the Linux Foundation. I set up some time with one of the leaders from the mainframe, from the Open Mainframe project. That's when he explained to me about the projects that they have. As somebody who always wanted to contribute to open source projects, found that to be really interesting and started doing more research and learning. I then applied to join their mentorship program. They call it the Open Mainframe Project Summer Mentorship. I joined the Mainframe Open Education Project with where I got a mentor to teach me more about the industry. However, we focus more on education. So this helped me a lot with regards to shaping my career, because I worked with one of the senior professionals from IBM, where we developed a chapter that focuses on career guidance. So he was working alongside me. I was the one reviewing the documents as he wrote them. So I learned more about the different careers that are there in the Mainframe, and it's available for anybody to use because it's open source. You can learn more about the kind of companies that you want to work for and the kind of role that you'd like to work for. That helped me when I joined IBM because I was placed at the customer side. It helped me to do a quick analysis of the kind of job responsibility that going to be put on me, because nobody ever told me straight up that this is what you're going to be doing. But from that learning that I did with my mentor, I got to understand exactly what I'm going to be doing. It also helped me transition into my current role, because during our meetings every Friday, we do discuss the upcoming roles in the mainframe industry. And I got to learn about the platform engineer role, and I found that it's something that I'm more inclined to, and it suits my interests. So yeah, and I'm still going to be using a lot of the open source resources that are out there, because now I'm going to be working mostly with COBOL, and we know that from the Open Mainframe project, we have another project. I think Shadasna is the one who's heading it, the COBOL programming course. So I'm going to be using that to learn more about COBOL. And yeah, I do encourage students to learn more about the different technologies that run on IBM Z, because the mainframe has evolved so much that, it's no longer just about JCL, Rex, and, the blue and green screen. There's a lot of projects that came from the open source community. At the moment, like as a developer, you'd use your VS Code, of which is an IDE that most students are familiar with, and use one of the open source projects from the Linux Foundation, Zoe, to connect to your mainframe, and it gives you a modern user interface, and it allows you to also implement the DevOps culture within your organization, because it connects easily to other tools such as Git that most students are learning at university and they using in their other side projects. We saw also in this project that most students were working with Python, of which runs also on Linux One and the IBM Z mainframes. So you can see how the mainframe has evolved to accommodate all of these technologies, that it's no longer a dinosaur like people make it out to be. It's a modern platform. I don't know, I'm using most of my time. I don't want to go over time. I'll stop it here. Thanks for this opportunity to motivate students.
Absolutely. I think you covered a lot of very important aspects, right? It is the platform being modern in terms of the ease of use, etc., and the vibrant open source ecosystem that is available on this platform, right? I think those are key insights, and knowing that, I think, will increase the passion, and people who think, okay, is this a difficult platform? I think it will change their mindset. So I'm glad you brought in both those aspects in this conversation. Thank you, Tiso. All right,
You're welcome.
I'm going to now come to Kamakshi. I know your role is a little different, and you are in a support kind of a role. And I want to hear what happens in your work day on a day-to-day basis. And how is some of the characteristics of mainframe either helping or challenging you as part of your day-to-day work?
So hi everyone. So actually, I'm in a retail marketing store. I'm a part of a retail marketing store support site. So let me put it in a simple words. Yeah. So for example, let me just say a scenario which happened recently in our team. So we had to process a very large amount of orders, like it's a transaction processing. So what happened? Uh, a single job has to run all these orders and has to move to the shipment status. So that it was a Christmas time. Obviously, we will be piled up with orders. So we were all in the back end, the support side, viewing monitoring the jobs and all. Everybody expected that some failure is going to happen because it's going to crash the server, or something's going to happen. We are going to get a big P1 issue and all, but it went very well. So that is what is mainframe. It does its job. It doesn't disappoints us. That is what the first point I would like to say about mainframe. So deep diving into this, mainframe is nothing but a very it works on only critical applications. So it is a backbone for all the government agents, all the enterprise operations. Why they are still sticking on to mainframe? It is the area where we, coming from India, we have per day we have large number of processing in transaction processing. So which system could adapt in such a way in processing all these large number of transactions? Mainframe is the only technology which can really be part of this all these critical applications and all. So that is what which really inspires me to be part of mainframe. And even I too had chances of moving to different technologies, but I was very particular. I'm going to stick on to mainframe. This is my career. This is my area. I have even lot of more of things to be in, discovering and being part of mainframe. So that is what I will be very clear. And to the students out there, what I would like to say is mainframe is something very interesting. As a junior mainframer, I am looking forward to be a part of some exciting, career with me. So, to be on the future side, I would say we are now working with the integration with cloud and putting AI into mainframes, working in all those things. So we are in that part of the future. So that also is really exciting for me, getting into the real trend of AI into the mainframe. And another thing which is going to be my bucket list is after 10 years, I wanted to be in the same call, IBM Datathon, as expertise in mainframe, as a 10-year decade plus experience in mainframe. So that is which I could always add on. And statistical wise, I would also add that even 70% of all the banking sectors, they definitely prefer mainframe. They don't want to get into all those cloud technologies and all. They are very much sure such a critical workloads, a mission critical workloads, can be only handled by mainframe. No other technology is going to do all these kind of activities. So that is the thing which I also wanted to highlight. Yes, and also but concluding, I could say mainframe will always be a legacy system, legacy technology, but it is actually a legendary technology, legendary system. So that is what I could say. And I could conclude by saying that thank you, Subhatra and Sudarshana, for giving me this wonderful opportunity. This is such an inspiring career panel. I'm at the beginning stage. Getting this opportunity is really something. It gives me immense pleasure to think about it. And yeah, and also congratulations again to all the champions of IBM Datathon 2024. Looking forward
Awesome.
to.
Awesome. I like the clarity, Kamakshi, that you have in terms of your future career. And I'm pleased to hear all the value prop of mainframe from you, right? This is the message I tell, whenever I talk to a customer or a user. So it's very nice to hear it back from a user. So thank you very much for sharing that. Okay.
Thank you all.
I am now going to move to Philip. Philip, I think your journey to the mainframe is very interesting. But more than that, I think you are also a very active advocate working with several students and helping them in this journey. So can you share your journey and, how is it going with the students?
Sure, I can. Let me start quite early, 4 years ago, when I started my studies, because it's actually a funny story how I ended up in mainframe, because it was by chance. I happened to get in a mainframe team as an application developer with COBOL when I started, and said, "Oh, okay, what should I do now?" But I really quickly realized that the mainframe is such a great platform where a lot is possible, and I stayed there until now. And just one thing changed, and that was my team. I'm now a modernization specialist instead of an application developer. But the platform is still the same. And yes, you mentioned it. From time to time, I am speaking about the mainframe in front of students or very early mainframers. And when I talk with them, I quite often hear the same. Initially, many people tell me the same thing I felt when I started. They were a bit overwhelmed by the platform and sometimes don't know where to start. But that always changes as soon as the people have actually got hands-on with it. This uncertainty then turns into enthusiasm because they really realize what makes this platform so great and how many possibilities it offers them. Niall mentioned some of the sectors you can work in, but of course you can also do all of the job roles you can imagine. Can be a developer, an administrator, can do security, AI, whatever. So the possibilities are endless, so to say. What most people surprises them is that this platform which is there for decades now, isn't outdated at all. You do not have to work with this well-known green-black screen, and the mainframe is really often underestimated platform that many people don't even realize what it can actually do and how efficiently you can develop on this platform. Because there are modern tools, there are modern processes. Tiso mentioned some of the open mainframe project Zoe, for example. There are, of course, containers, pipelines, and many more things helping in our daily life. And we are able to connect this distributed world with the mainframe world and even build hybrid apps with that. And that's just great.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for those insights. All right, I'm going to move to JV now. I think JV, you have spent a little longer in the platform, like based on how you introduced yourself. Now, what I want to hear from you is what made you stay on the platform, and also what kind of innovation is happening from your point of view on this platform now, and more also, what are you innovating, right, as part of your role? So if you could share those.
Sure. Thanks, Subhatra. Excuse me for the background noises. This is the evening before the Festival of Lights. So, um, so I began my journey in 2014 with Cognizant. I was I would say I was randomly put up in mainframe. So they gave me a foundational training in mainframe, and since then I haven't encountered a single moment where I felt I needed to switch to another field. So I'm currently working in a banking domain, and I would say I've seen programs written in the year 1993, 1994, which is still running as smooth as butter and processing all the transactions without any lag. Uh, the platform has remained dynamic, especially with the introduction of modern tools, uh, so that make the development much more interesting and efficient. So, one of the most exciting changes I have experienced is Zoe, for example. Zoe has been instrumental in bridging mainframe with the open source workflows. The way how we work. So it has been a game changer in interacting mainframe. It provides a modern interface, so making it easier to bridge the gap between the mainframe and the newer development environments. Another tool I rely is Code for Z on VS Code. One of its standout features is it can generate a graphical visualization of complex COBOL programs, and that is something which is very great. Like once if we want to analyze a complex program, we can simply take a look at the graphical visualization of it. So additionally, we can also use Python with Zoe, which adds flexibility and allows us to leverage scripting for mainframe automations. So the way the evolution of the modern tools, I'm able to see the difference when I started to work in the year 2014. The mainframe's completely different, and now it's completely evolved into a different level. with all the modern development tools. That is something awesome, I would say. Additionally, another thing with which I wanted to emphasize is in my journey, I have been IBM champion for the past 3 years. So this experience has opened the doors to a broader community. The community is awesome. You have to like join the communities in order to experience that. So being an IBM champion, it has opened doors to a broader community. I am able to contribute to the community by giving it back by writing blogs, which narrates the day-to-day experiences with the mainframe. So the community is also awesome. That's something which I haven't seen anywhere. So for those who are interested in mainframe or just beginning the careers, I highly recommend IBM Z Explore. So this is a free learning platform which is provided by IBM. So you can you can get to know about the mainframes. Like you can complete tasks and you can earn digital badges. So you can actually showcase the skills on the resumes, which is invaluable in today's job market. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Sure. Thank you, JV. It's nice to hear different aspects that you covered, right? So thank you. Okay, I know students are probably more eager to hear the winner announcement. So I'm going to now accelerate and make it more exciting before we get to that section, okay? So there are only 2 more rounds, okay? And I will see how I can make it more accelerated and interesting. For this one, what I want is a 1-sentence advice that you, from your point of view, that you want to share for the students who are on the call here in terms of their career, in terms of this platform, right? Something, that comes for you. So if I can start, maybe I'm going to go reverse this time. JV, you want to start? Just a 1-line advice for the students.
Yeah, I would say this is a very resilient platform.
Okay. And I think your line on Z Explore was bang on, right? Go to Z Explore, get your badges. Awesome. All right. Philip?
I think my main advice is to stay curious. There are many things to explore, to learn. Start taking part in training courses, certifications, self-learning programs like Z Explore is an ideal opportunity to do that.
Awesome. Kamakshi?
Yes, Vadra. So, in mainframe, every day is going to be really interesting. Not only your career, or not only a year or a decade, but every day in mainframe is going to be interesting and exploring. But what I experience, I could share that. Yeah, that's what it's going to be inspiring. And
okay. Look for great experiences. Okay, Tiso?
I advise students to learn as much as they can about the mainframe industry and the technologies that are used in this industry. So that would be, there's a lot to learn, but you should just be patient with it because it all depends on the type of career role that you're going to get into. Some have a shorter learning plan, some have a longer one. So you have to understand exactly the type of career role that you're getting into and what it's going to require.
Awesome. Keep learning, right? And
Yes.
Niyal, let's hear you.
Yeah, I think for me it's don't give up, but don't burn out. Obviously, Rome wasn't built in a day, so don't anticipate becoming the next CEO overnight. But obviously, don't push yourself so hard to prove something that you risk tiring yourself out, feeling fatigued and disenfranchised. So just find that healthy balance.
Awesome. I'm so glad to hear all the way from stay curious to keep learning to look for great experiences and more importantly, don't burn out. I think that's very important, right? For this generation, everything has to be looked at in a balance. Fantastic. Okay, my last round of question. Okay, here, so we tried a single sentence. Now I'm coming down to maybe maximum 2 words. Okay, so what I'm going to ask is, when you think about IBM Z mainframe, what are the 2 words that come to your mind, right? Niall, I'm going to start with you this time.
I'm going to steal some of the best ones. So I'd probably say dependable and resilient.
Okay,
Do you
dependable,
want me to
resilient.
explain, or have we not got time for that?
Okay, awesome.
Sure.
Tiso,
Community and innovation.
community innovation, fantastic. Kamakshi,
A big eye and sustainability.
fantastic. Philip,
Modern and reliable.
modern and reliable. And JV,
All the others as covered. So I would say um, resiliency and community.
perfect. Okay. So I think the last 35 minutes has been wonderful in terms of hearing so many different perspectives from different parts of the world, people at different stages of their career, people doing different kinds of, work on this platform, right? But if I can kind of summarize, right? I think, like you heard, the most resilient platform. A lot of customers rely on this platform for very mission critical workloads. It's very modern. There's a lot of innovation that's happening, and that is, if I can give few examples from a development point of view, what are the things that we are innovating, right? As you know, our strategy is all about hybrid cloud and AI, right? So all the modernization and things that you heard here is something that is helping us fit this platform beautifully into a hybrid cloud journey, right? Because we all know all our customers want some things to be on-prem in their own data center, some things to be on a particular cloud or two different clouds, etc. Whatever it is, the platform fits perfectly well, and that's one of our development focus. It gets even more interesting if you look at it from an AI point of view, right? There are multiple things. So first you need capability on the platform across the stack, right? Whether it is the Telem processor, the amount of capacity and the acceleration that can provide us, all the way up to the stack, right? Our AI packages and libraries being available, right? There's so much that is happening to enable AI workloads, right? And if I say one example of the kind of AI that is unique for this platform, right? All of us have used our credit cards, right? And what is our patience level for us to get our credit card transactions approved, right? Usually it's less than a second, few milliseconds, etc. Now, if you have to do real-time fraud detection, and if you want your credit card provider to stop fraudulent transactions that might happen on your card, we have like few milliseconds to do something leveraging AI, right? Before we can approve or reject the transaction. If you have to do AI at that kind of latency, you need capacity and capability across the stack, right? So those are kind of the use cases that we all are working towards, and there's opportunity for each one of us to contribute in making use cases like that come real, right? Now let's think about quantum, right? I'm sure all of you have heard at least by now quantum and how quantum computers are going to, change the way we think, change the way we work, etc. Now, one of the serious business implications on that is what happens to our encryption, right? Today, cybersecurity and resiliency are so very important. So immediate concern is like, okay, is my systems, is my application and the data that I have, is it going to be quantum safe? Even though quantum is way ahead and from a timeline point of view, we have technologies that are getting built as we speak to make this platform quantum safe, so that the kind of encryption or the kind of workloads that you run here cannot be easily broken even by quantum applications, right? So I can keep going on and on. I was just giving a couple of examples so that you know the kind of opportunities that are ahead of you, right? When you start your journey on this platform. And as students, something that you can do tangible is, yes, leverage the resources that are available, go, gain your digital badges, add it as part of your profile, look for the, opportunities that are available. I think there are different links that are getting posted. So you could leverage all of that as you look forward to build your career, right? And to close, I think, I am also equally excited to see who the winners are. And more importantly, Sudarshana is going to make some exciting additional awards for the winners, who are going to complete some of these badges. So I don't want to steal her surprise. I will let her do that. But it was wonderful talking to you, the panelists. Thank you very much for taking time and joining. I know all of you are in different time zone. I appreciate you being flexible and joining us at this time. And wish you all the very best in your career. And like Kamakshi pointed, I think 10 years, 15 years from now, I want to see you people in this or maybe other bigger forums, as you grow in your career and as the platform continues to be vibrant, right? So wish you all the best. And with that, Sudarshana, I'm going to turn it back to you.
Awesome. Wow. Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much, Subhadra, and to all our amazing panelists. Truly a global panel here with, showcasing the rich talent that we have on the platform today, the diverse, rich platform. And also, for students, I see a lot of questions here on chat, really great questions. I see everyone's listening in and engaged. One thing that is sort of the underlying best way to get started is IBM Z Explore. You heard our panelists say it. You're seeing our panelists type it in the chat as well. So students, the IBM Z Explore platform is a great way to get started. Learn about what the mainframe is, how it works. Get hands-on. You actually will be working on a real mainframe, doing some of the challenges, getting to see. I saw a question about DevOps and CI/CD pipelines. Those are all also concepts and things you will see at work in real time as you go through it. And a lot of these questions that you have today, you will be able to also get answers from connecting and building your network as you start on that learning journey as well, right? You heard again from our panelists talk about how close-knit, how large the community is, and so giving back the community is. So with that, Vaidehi, if you can bring this charts back up and we will get started. Hi, Jean. Thanks for joining. All right. So Jean and I are always partners in crime and work on such amazing and fun activities. So we will be working together to announce some of the winners, announce all our winners. But before we get to that, a quick overview of the criteria that we used, and it was shared widely with the students and all of the participants. Creativity, novelty, and value to community were the sort of the underpinning. And of course, this Datathon, the IBM Z Datathon, was all about students learning about IBM Z and leveraging the IBM Z platform that was, that you had access to in the form of a Linux One instance, and running and building your model and deploying it on that Linux One instance, showcasing the power of how IBM Z helped you build your solution. So that was our core criteria, if you will, right? In judging, and like I said, the over 320 some amazing entries that were submitted through this Datathon. Next slide. So next slide, Vaidehi. There you go. All right. So Subhadra mentioned, an additional prize and, didn't want to give away the surprise. And here it is. For our India-based in-person event winners, Subhadra has always been very passionate and super generous and kind to open up the Bangalore, ISDL, or the India Systems Development Labs, to our student winners. So for our winners who are based in India and who earn, and this is an and, who earn their IBM Z Explore Concepts badge, you will have the opportunity to visit the IBM Bangalore Labs and meet with the leadership team there, some of our IBM Z SMEs, learn about the cutting edge technology and projects that are being led by the team, and get a tour of the lab in Bangalore. All right, so stay tuned, winners. This is an exciting opportunity, as I said, that Subhadra has always been very generous to offer to all our India-based winners. Next slide. Vaidehi? All right, okay, doc. So let's move this here real quick. Next slide, over to our in-person event winners. As Vaidehi opened, along with the overall global event, we had 5 in-person events this year. Chennai, Bangalore, those were 2 events in India. And then we had in London, UK, at the Imperial College. In Germany, we had it at Mainz with the Mainz University. And in South Africa, for the first time ever, Both Germany and South Africa were net new in-person locations this year. In South Africa with TUT University in Pretoria. So this is really exciting. So we're going to get started with our, I believe, Bangalore in-person events. So if we could go to the next slide, I will get real quick here. Our second place for in-person Bangalore. This team looked at the problem of rapidly shrinking water bodies, damaging ecosystems, and increasing risk of flooding water and water scarcity. Leveraging the IBM Linux One instance, the team worked on building a model that used image processing of lake images, comparing it with historical data to flag encroachments. This Tech for Good themed solution aims to help government agencies to prevent encroachment and protect lakes from further damage. While the team focused on lakes in Bangalore region for the project, there is scope to scale for other water bodies like lakes and rivers across the globe. So let's put our hands together for the Bangalore in-person second place winner, Team Oasis. All right. Do we have anybody from the team here? You could go off mute and share your experience, what it was like, what drove you to build this solution. We'd love to hear from you.
Yes, ma'am. I'm here, Akshata Pandit. Team OIS.
Congratulations, Akshata and team. Nicely
Thank you,
done.
ma'am. Thank you so much.
Do you want to share a little about, your project or how you used the Linux One, how it worked for you?
Yeah, actually, the project, the theme is basically we have to save the lake. Lakes are very important for our nature. They are maintaining the ecosystem. If we consider a city, Bengaluru, that lakes, the number of lakes before the independence, not only before independence, from the last 5 decades, total number of lakes are decreasing day by day. And the encouragement is really addressing. To address these issues, we started this project basically, and
Awesome.
yeah. The main theme is to save lakes. And if it's about the platform, IBM platform, it really helped us to run our code like machine learning codes or the IP. For example, like the IP image processing takes too much time on our system. Like if we run it on our system, if it like by running it on the cloud platform, like community platform like IBM Cloud, it really helped a lot, like in terms of time, and it was smooth running. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing once again. Congratulations, Team
Thank
Oasis.
you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
All right. So let's go to Bangalore first place winner. Patients with acute kidney injury face severe complications if dialysis is delayed. Currently determining the optimal time is largely based on clinical judgment. So this team built a machine learning model that can predict the need for early dialysis based on key clinical metrics to improve and manage AKI, right? Acute kidney injury. The team improved the model's overall accuracy by working with a combination of models. That's really what stood out for this team. Along with that, the team was able to build a front-end UI that a medical professional could use to determine the severity and ensure initial dialysis is started in a timely manner. So let's put our hands together for the Bangalore in-person first place winner, Team Alpha. Do we have anybody from Team Alpha here today?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. We are present, ma'am.
Awesome. Congratulations, Praveen and team. Would you like to share a little about your experience working on Linux One? Of course, we were able to see how well you have leveraged the platform, but any insights you want to share and about your project?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Of course, using the Linux One software was very comfortable and smooth running. So because of that, we were able to run our project very smoothly and efficiently. Yeah, so we focused on the topic which would help the society more. And yeah, that's it. We are excited to work more.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations.
Yes,
I
ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I wanted to take a quick moment. I think I missed calling it out. It was on the slide. Both the second place and first place winners for the Bangalore in-person event will win 3 months of mentorship and 3 months continued access to the Linux One Community Cloud instance you have, an opportunity to visit the Bangalore labs that I talked about already if when you earn your concepts badge, and also the Bangalore in-person event winners will have an opportunity to attend an industry conference, an IBM Z event that is happening there in November, on November 18th. So congratulations to both Team Alpha and Team Oasis on your amazing projects, and thank you for being for participating.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, so I think we move on to the Chennai in-person event. So and very similar prizes, right? The Chennai in-person event is happening on Thursday, November 21st. So just a few days after the Bangalore event. So our winners will have an opportunity to meet and, engage and network with the Mainframe community, IBM Z experts, and learn a lot more about what this technology is doing here today, and looking future forward looking, and what are some of the cutting edge innovations happening in this space. So without further ado, all right, for Chennai, the second place, wildfires are a growing concern globally. Given the increased frequency and severity of wildfires, this team worked to build a machine learning model with diverse data sets. That's really what stood out. The number of fields and characteristics that the team considered in building their model. And that's one of the key points as well, right? Your machine learning or your AI models are only as good as your data. So this team really put a lot of thought into the data they were using. So the project aimed to develop advanced early warning systems that enable timely interventions and informed decision-making for fire management. With that, let's put our hands together for the Chennai in-person second place winner, Team DAVNS. Anybody there from Team DAVNS? Anyone? Maybe taking a quick moment to go off mute.
Hello, excuse.
Yes,
Am I
yeah.
audible? Yeah,
Yes.
I'm from Team Davins. I'm Sanjana. And thank you so much for this opportunity. And obviously, the dataset collection was like a huge challenge for us. And I would thank IBM Datathon and the Linux One server. Oh, thank you.
Awesome, really awesome. This is a great solution. Again, like I said, good thought put into how you consider various factors, right, as you build a model, because that's what makes a model really robust. So well done, team. Congratulations again. All right, so moving on. For first place in the Chennai in-person event, the Ethereum environment has seen a rise in cybercrime instances. Detecting these activities is challenging given the structure of the network and intricate nature of the transaction patterns. This project was to create a system to identify fraud within this environment, leveraging multiple data models. So I guess the team knows who this is, but let's put our hands together for the Chennai in-person first place winner, Team Lupin. Anybody there from Team Lupin here today? Congratulations. All right. Okie doke. So I am just going to move along, but if there is a team member and you realize later on as well, no worries, you can come off mute and talk. So let's quickly keep rolling. We move into our London in-person events. For second place, this team, before we do that, Chennai and Bangalore are similar prizes. And so I would just want to call out for London. You again have earned 3 months of mentorship with our IBM Z SMEs to help you continue to build on the project, continued access to your Linux One instance, and of course, for our London in-person winners, an opportunity to speak at GSE UK. You heard from our panelists, right? Niall talk about GSE. He even commented on the chat saying, learn to engage with communities and events such as GSE UK. So the winners of our London in-person event have an opportunity to speak at GSE UK on Wednesday, November 6th. Exactly a week from today, if you're able to make your way up there, we'll share all the details with you. Don't worry about that, and we'll stay in touch. But with that, let me go to this team worked on building a machine learning model to help small businesses be able to detect and prevent fraudulent transactions. The team worked to ensure that their model was not too sensitive to new data once it was trained and deployed. Fighting fraudulent transactions is a perfect use case, right, for the IBM Z platform. And so let's put our hands together for the London in-person second place winner, Team Big Bad Coders. Anybody here from Team Big Bad Coders? Big round of applause. I know it's later in the evening. Not sure if there's classes still going on or maybe catching up on projects and homework. And so, all right. If no one here, let's move on for London first place. This team turned to machine learning on IBM Z and built a solution for the housing problem being faced in the UK. Using technology, the team addressed problems such as lack of housing affordability, market transparency issues, and inequity in housing access. So let's put our hands together for London in-person first place winner, Team Malatang. Anybody here from the team? Congratulations again. And as we wait for someone to come off mute, if you are on here on the call, I hope you're seeing, what I mean by the teams just constantly and always just blow our minds with the kinds of problems they see in their societies, in their communities, and turn to technology, turn to data-driven solutions. And, using this IBM Z Datathon platform and our amazing Linux One community cloud platform to build solutions that truly make an impact. And, we talked about that value to community and bringing creativity into your solution, leveraging the Linux One instance that we were providing. So I think so far, as you've already seen, it is just amazing. All right, anyone from Team Malatang? No? All right, sounds good. So we'll keep going, moving on, Vaidehi, to our South Africa in-person event. The same thing applies, 3 months of mentorship with an IBM Z SME to continue to build your project, 3 months of continued access to your Linux One instance through your mentorship opportunity. And for our South Africa in-person winners, we are continuing to work to find local opportunities, industry, conferences that you can speak at. So please stay tuned. I know I don't have one called out here yet already, but know that we are working with, industry conferences to see what is available in that region to give you an opportunity to showcase your winning solutions. With that, for our South Africa in-person event, second place, the team took the problem of billions of people lacking access to quality healthcare. The team used image processing capabilities and trained a model to analyze X-ray images of the lungs and identify healthy versus unhealthy lungs. The project has the opportunity to scale for other disease analysis and prediction. So with that, let's put our hands together for the South Africa in-person second place winner, Team Data Team. Anybody here from Data Team here today? Don't be shy. If you're here, come off mute. We'd love to hear from you on your process, the thought you put into it, how you use the platform. All right. So for South Africa, first place, in today's society, crime and safety concerns are becoming increasingly prevalent, necessitating proactive measures to prevent criminal activities before they fully unfold. The team envisioned a system that leverages environmental cues to predict potential criminal activities before they occur. This system would be exclusively accessible to law enforcement authorities, which is awesome, right? And of particular note, along with traditional cues such as cameras, the team used sound to help predict criminal activities. So let's put our hands together for the South Africa in-person first place winner, Team Data Get On. Anyone here from that team?
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
Congratulations to you and your team.
thank you very much. Thank you very much. We are truly grateful for the opportunity that we actually had to be able to build this machine learning project, and there's so much valuable skills and expertise that we've learned from the in-person thing, and also connecting with the people. And yeah, using and leveraging the Linux one was actually so efficient, and each and everything was just smooth. So yeah, we're just grateful. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Congratulations again,
Great
team.
job.
Can't wait to see what you continue to build through the mentorship and working with an SME. Nicely
Thank you very
done.
much. Thank you very much.
All right, so moving along, I think we come to our last in-person event, Germany, in second place. And before I do that, I keep forgetting. For Germany again, the 3-month mentorship and Linux One system access continues with an SME. And the Germany in-person winners will have an opportunity to speak again at the GSE UK. I know GSE is happening at UK, but given it's the Greater Europe region, we wanted to offer our Germany in-person winners the opportunity to go speak at GSE UK as well, which is again happening next Wednesday, November 6th is the speaking opportunity. The conference starts later this weekend, I believe, or Monday next week. Niall knows. All right, so with that, for Germany in second place, bots and fake accounts distort social media metrics, which in turn drives users and advertisers to lose trust on the platform. Using key features such as engagement rate and activity patterns, the team built a machine learning model to detect patterns typical for bot accounts. So let's put our hands together for the Germany in-person second place winner, Team Hacky Sack. Anybody here from that team?
Yes, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Hello, hello.
Hello. I just want to say thank you. It has been a pleasure to participate in this event. We had no idea how to build anything before we came into it. And I believe we learned a lot. So thanks for that valuable lesson.
Absolutely. I think you said it, right? That was the whole idea and purpose, was to be able to bring IBM Z and Linux One to all the students around the world. So thank you for sharing that you had no idea and you learned through this opportunity. That is just wonderful to hear. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I know one of our panelists, Philip Kremling, was there in the in-person event. I hope you had a chance to say hi to him. If not, do connect with him on LinkedIn as well, okay? I'm putting a plug in there for our panelists as well. Okie doke. So with that, let's go into our first place for Germany. The mission was to build a visualization tool for cryptocurrency. Even though the team faced challenges with code, the team persisted and got the Python code to execute on the Linux One instance and got the model trained and deployed to be able to visualize the solution. So let's put our hands together for the Germany in-person first place winner, Team Hexican. Sebastian, are you here? If you are, please do unmute and share about your project. All right. Wow, that was fast and furious trying to announce some, our top 2 winners for each of the 5 in-person events that we hosted. And now I will turn it over to Jean, if you will please help with, announcing our global winners, the top 3 global winners.
Absolutely. And Sudarshana, I think somebody has a hand up.
Yep, I see that. I see a student has their hand up. Shashank, did you have something to share?
Jet Explorer, but I have no idea to participate any data action.
All right. Thank you for sharing. So Jean, do you want to go ahead and announce our global winners?
Absolutely.
Drum roll.
Drum roll. I'm Jean Brooks. I'm the Worldwide IBM Z Community Leader. So excited to present our top 3 global winners of the IBM Z Datathon. And first, just congratulations to everyone, because over 320 teams participated and the competition was fierce. So just congratulations to everybody, and especially the global winners. Can't wait to go through all their exciting solutions. So let's go through let's start with 3rd place. And before I announce who the team is, I'll share a little bit on the winning submission, and then I'll announce the name of the team. So is there a slide for 3rd place, Sudarshana? Is there a slide? Oh, there we go. So the global prize for third place, 3 months of IBM Z SME mentorship, 3 months extension to Linux 1 instance, and also the opportunity to visit the IBM Bangalore Systems Lab for winners who have earned their IBM Z Explorer Concepts badge. This is huge. We hope you guys take advantage of this. It was very successful last year for the winners to go and who got the badge to go to the labs in Bangalore. So hopefully you'll have that opportunity. And the prize is $500. So in 3rd place, drum roll, the team's inspiration was to combat financial fraud and digital banking. With the rise of digital banking, fraudulent activities like unauthorized transactions, account takeovers, and data breaches have increased, posing a serious threat to both financial institutions and their users. The solution that this team came up with was very innovative, a Gen AI-driven banking fraud detection and prevention system for anomaly detection and banking transactions using a multifaceted approach. Key features included continuous anomaly monitoring, real-time phone alerts, and user transaction control via phone. The benefits delivered improved transaction security and enhanced user trust through immediate notifications. The solution initiated an automated call when an anomaly is detected to alert the user and leveraged the Linux 1 platform to develop the prototype. What stood out in the solution were the well-thought-out sources they considered in detecting fraud, for example, the use of sensors, and also the use of multiple models to get better accuracy. The team delivered with great attention to the detail on the end user and the end user experience and building out the solution. So very well thought out, very well done. Congratulations, Team Vajra. Woo! Congratulations. Is anybody from Team Vajra on the call, on the WebEx or the Zoom? Congratulations. Anybody from Team Vajra?
Hi, I'm from Vajra. I'm Amrita. So thank you all for this opportunity, and we're so overwhelmed for this winning moment now. Thanks to my team for the entire work. We have and support. So thank you all. Thank you IBM for this opportunity. Yeah. It was a great learning experience. So I think.
Very
awesome.
exciting.
I guess we can hear the excitement and, the total wow factor happening there. So congratulations again. This is awesome.
All right. Again, congratulations, Team Vajra. And now it's time for the 2nd place winner. And I'll share a little bit about the solution and the inspiration that this team had before we announce the team. So if we want to move to 2nd place, the prize, $750, 3 months IBM Z SME mentorship, 3 months extension to the Linux 1 instance, and the opportunity to visit the IBM Bangalore Systems Labs again. Again, a fantastic opportunity. Hopefully you will be able to take advantage of that and go to the labs. So the inspiration for the second place winners team was that there's a lack of accessible, affordable, augmentative and alternative communication, or AAC, tools in India, which hinders communication and social inclusion for the individuals with speech impairments, such as those caused by genetic diseases, aphasia, which interfered with the development of language skills, such as speaking, listening, and reading. The solution was PICSED, which bridged words with symbols, empowering communication for all. Context matters, providing accurate, simple, and customizable digital pictograms for everyday conversation. The solution empowered communication from speech to pictograms with customization for every need. Their app converts English sentences into meaningful pictograms for easy communication by individuals with speech impairments. The solution leveraged IBM Z, being used as a central server supporting thousands of users at a time, providing speech to pictogram, a good example of ensemble AI. It uses NLP and visual mapping for accurate context-based pictograms, customizable for user needs and regional languages. Features speech to picto conversion and tutorials, and enhances accessibility for people with disabilities in daily communication. Really a powerful solution concept. Great job to Team 2. Congratulations to Team Bootstrap Samplers. Congratulations. They are Team ONL 409. Bootstrap Samplers. Is anybody from that team on? Loved your solution? Okay, congratulations again to the second place winner, Bootstrap Samplers. And now, without further ado, we can move to the real drum roll, and that's the first place winner in the entire global IBM Z Datathon. So if you want to move to first, the grand prize is $1,000, 3 months IBM Z SME mentorship, 3 months extension to the Linux One instance to continue working on their amazing solution. And again, the opportunity to visit the IBM Bangalore Systems Labs with the Z Explore Concepts badge. So let me go into a little bit about the winning solution, and then I'll announce who the final number one place winner is. So the team's inspiration was protecting power, securing every watt, to combat the problem and global impact of electricity theft, which undermines grid stability and reliability of electricity services. In some developing countries, up to 30% of generated electricity is lost due to theft. That leads to disruption of grid operations and can lead to widespread outages, huge financial losses for the country, and that's due to the illegal connections to the grid and service disruptions. So in all the years that we've done the judging, I've never seen this solution concept before. So first of all, congratulations to this team for such an innovative and thoughtful solution and the approach. So going into the solution, it was highly innovative and a strong use for IBM Z, which is built for heavy transactional workloads, able to do thousands to millions of model inferences. The solution was built on IBM Z's ability to run large volumes of data for millions of electricity consumers with real-time monitoring and using the ML model to detect anomalies that may be potential theft of electricity. The solution uses real-time detection, enhances grid stability, saves money for power providers, has social and economic impact, and prevents illegal connections to electricity, reducing the electrical risk and ensuring safer access to electricity. The team's initial focus was South Africa, but we believe this could scale globally. Fantastic solution concept, very creative, very innovative, very worthy of our first place in this global competition. Congratulations, Team Data Pandas. So I'm hoping somebody from Team Data Pandas is online and able to say hello and talk about your inspiration and the solution. So is anybody from Data Pandas online? Again, this was certainly a truly innovative, very creative solution concept. We loved the solution.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Congratulations, team.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. We're grateful for the APMZ and then also for everyone who participated. This was a very brilliant for us. Thank you.
Loved your idea, loved the concept. Congratulations. Okay, Sudarshana, I think.
Wow. I know what an amazing event. I mean, look at all these amazing, truly unique and, creative thought, well thought out problems that you are seeing, you are facing, and, building solutions based on data, leveraging IBM Z, learning about IBM Z, building a solution, getting it to deploy on the Linux One instance, all in 24 hours. That is an achievement in itself. So a huge round of applause to every single one of you that participated, that worked hard, that submitted projects. It was not easy coming up with these 13. I think Jean will agree with me when I say we looked at all of them and how do we come up with just these 13, right? And so you made our job really hard. We took up the challenge and here we are with the winners. All right.
Congratulations, everyone. On behalf of
Yeah.
IBM Shooting Stars, fantastic job. And I think there's a question in the audience again.
Yeah, I see your hand raised again. Shashank, you can speak, or do you want to put your comment in the chat and we can pick it up? Either works. Shashank? Okay. We'll keep looking at the next couple slides, but Shashank, please do put your question in chat as well. We'll definitely pick it up. Vaidehi, yeah?
Yes. Thank you so much, IBM, for taking the chance to announce the winners. And all the winners, congratulations. You will soon you'll soon get an email from us with the certificates and with all the details which is required for the further process, how you can claim the winning amount. So no worries. I understand this is Diwali time, so it might take some time for us to reach out to you, but we'll try to reach out with your certificates as soon as possible. I can assure you that one thing. But all those who had joined us throughout this journey and who had not got a chance to win any prize or any raffle prize so far, there is the last opportunity we have for all of you. So there is the raffle form, as you can see the link in the email in the screen above. I can also share it with you over the chat. And if you can fill this form, you'll be able to claim your last raffle prize. So please just rush to fill this form. We have like 3 winners for this prize also. And the deadline will be November 3rd. And since we had an amazing career panelist here, and we really hope that you can give us share some of the feedbacks of how your experience was, what you learned from them, and also overall journey. So please feel free to put your comments here. That will be from us. Now, Sudarshan, over to you.
Absolutely. So I know a lot of the students have asked about, even during the panel discussion and even after I've been following the chat, a lot of questions around how to get started, where can you, start your journey in exploring IBM Z, learning more. So the answer is right here. It is in getting started with IBM Z Explore. You heard our panelists. It's, it is cutting edge, future forward, platform where a lot of innovation is happening today and into the future. You talk about AI, you talk about security, and in fact, it is the only system that is quantum safe. What that means, and so Vedra talked about it is protected against an attack from a quantum system, right? Because quantum safe algorithms are already implemented in the current model that is out in, out in the market. So it is a cutting edge technology. It has been around. It is going to be around. It is a platform where you want to gain the skills to differentiate yourself. I always tell students, it's not about either or. I get asked Java or COBOL, and I say, no, it's Java and COBOL. Add COBOL to your tech toolkit. It differentiates you. It shows that you are exploring, you're curious, you're learning. So that's my, my 2 cents for all the students here and, who are part of this journey of IBM Z Datathon. Get started on your learning journey. Sign up for IBM Z Explore, an easy QR code and the link. I shared the link here on the chat as well, whatever works and is easy. We look forward to seeing a lot of you on these learning platforms, on our communities, on our, out on social, talking about your journey as you're learning, and really, bringing you into the Mainframe platform as early tenure professionals in the coming years, right? So with that, Vaidehi, do you have any closing comments?
No, I think I'm almost here. But yes, of course, all the participation this year, we have seen a huge number, and we are very grateful to all of you. And of course, we would really want you to continue with the journey. This is not just one hackathon. We'll have multiple more opportunities to come. So please stay tuned. You can log on through our website. You can switch through our social media or LinkedIn pages. We keep on reaching out to the student. We keep on posting about the upcoming events. So there are many more opportunities. So please just look out for those opportunities. Don't be disheartened with the results that we just announced. It's just one of the steps. And if you were able to submit your project, it itself was a milestone for all those who had their project submitted. Yeah, all the best for the future.
Absolutely. And, Shooting Stars will get in touch with you, as Vaidehi said, for next steps and, sharing the prizes and all of that. And Team IBM, I will also reach out to our winner teams who will be, attending these in-person events so we can coordinate, and I'll keep you posted. So stay tuned to hear more from me. Once again, my name is Sudarshana Srinivasan. I work with Gene and on Gene's team on all things IBM Z, community, Z and Linux One community, advocacy, and programs that bring our amazing technology to our global community. So with that, thank you so much, everyone. Gene, would you like to say something as we sign off?
Yeah, just congratulations to everyone. Again, highly innovative solutions this year, great concepts, and we just wanted to thank you so much for your participation and look forward to you continuing to explore Z Explorer and learn more about the mainframe and the power of the mainframe. Thank you so much for your time today. Really appreciate it. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you all, and thank you to all the universities that hosted those in-person events. That was a huge undertaking. Really appreciate the collaboration and you working so closely with Shooting Stars and on hosting IBM Z Datathon. Can't wait for 2025. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
See you then. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Ma'am.